Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a good day. First off, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you hadn't subscribed to the channel, if you don't mind, please subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them below or hit me up at foxjunk73@gmail.com. So the thumbnail today, we're going to go over Project Fieldsnake. Got a lot of progress done on it. Still waiting on some parts. I've switched to my interior. I'm going to cover something that I think is kind of one of the most overlooked parts when you put an interior back together, and I'm going to show you a few tricks and tips today on installing door handle cups. I know that sounds stupid, but just stuff I've learned over the years with these repo or Ford tooling door handle cups, and I'll show you what I'm talking about on the inside. The rubber that goes around it where it seats into the door panel itself, the opening's not big enough. So when you try to open the door handle from the inside, half the time the door handle, it gets in a bind because there's too much rubber in that gasket that they give you on the new ones. So you can either reuse your rubber on that new cup, or you can trim the new rubber that they give you in the kit, which that's normally what I do. I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to show you guys Project Fieldsnake real quick, just what progress I've got done and what it looks like right now. This will probably be the last time you see the car until it's finished. I just don't want to give too much away. The outside is almost done, inside not anywhere near, but this will be just a quick video until it's finished. So here's what it looks like right now. Let's walk around. I've got all the trim put on the car, minus the the antenna for the radio. The mirrors are redone, upper trim's on, belt molding's on, door handle, door locks. Get the fresh quarter glass in there, looking minty. Now the carpet in this car is not staying in this car. This was just carpet I put in there for moving from Utah back to Kentucky. I got the sunroof repainted, new gasket put on. I'm gonna make a video on the headliner material for the sunroof. I've got that in finally. Got the trim put on the back, got the wing done, buffed, tail lights. I got all the gas cap, all stuff looking factory. Got the unleaded fuel only. I didn't paint the backside of the gas cap door, this original paint. I didn't paint that. Now this car is a rear defrost car, or rear defrost delete car. So there's the quarter one on the driver's side. Door handles, those are Ford door handles. Anytime I find those that ain't broke, I scrounge them, I keep them, hoard stuff like that. The drip rail and the belt molding are reproductions, those aren't Fords. The window trim around all the windows, those are all redone, repainted. The cowl is a brand new NOS Ford cowl. Again, there's the door mirrors, got them redone. I take those completely apart. I got a set over here, I did 2 sets. This is how, it's my little paint rack I made eons ago for painting mirrors. Get up in the inside and stuff. So if anybody needs some mirrors done, hit me up. I've got probably 100 sets of door mirrors. So that's Project Fieldsnake. So what I think is the most overlooked part, this right here for the door panels. So you can see I got some nice minty fresh restored door panels, looking brand new. The cardboard on the back is original and it's in excellent shape. So this is this piece right here. These are from LMR. It's the first time I bought these. Normally I'll use the originals if they're in good shape, or try to save them. The ones that were on these doors, I completely stripped these doors, gutted the doors, painted them on the inside, removed everything off these doors. So I bought these to see how they fit. They're actually not too bad. Now I will say the holes, as usual, you're gonna have these holes here, they didn't line up very well. How I did it was you can't see some clear tape down the edge right here. So I lined these up, clear taped it, got it in place. I put clear tape on the top, all the way across the top. And then for the armrest pads, I cut the holes myself in the plastic. It's a pretty good gauge plastic. It's pretty thick. Now I think these were like, 28 or 30 bucks. If you're doing a resto project, you have some nice door panels and the plastic back there's garbage, I recommend replacing them with these. I'm not sponsored by LMR, but this is a pretty decent product. Again, I think it's one of the most overlooked. Most people throw their cars back together, and I'll show you the driver's side. Watch how this door opens, y'all. Watch this. Poof. Them door panels. Woo-wee. Now, this one I'm talking about, when you get the door panel on, you can see it back up in here. It's all up in here. So that's what I think is most overlooked. Now, door cups. This is what I'm talking about right here. There's a rubber gasket that goes behind this door cup right here for the door handle, or the door lever on the inside, whatever you want to call it. Now, it comes with a new rubber gasket to seal the door on the back side. However, the opening where this goes through, comes in right through and right through here, it's too small. So it just basically bunches up right in here in behind the handle and the handle trim frame right here. So when you pull it, it sticks. It stays and you got to push it back. See, this is supposed to, it goes back by itself. So normally they don't do that with that new gasket they come with. So yeah. Now watch this. Ooh, money. So for those of y'all watching this video, appreciate it. So if you got any questions, I'm gonna show this gasket real quick. This is just kind of a short video, just kind of how to show you the progress, how field snakes come along. I ain't quit working on it, I'm just waiting on some parts. I've got door switches and door switch trims for the armrest pads. Armrest. So that's the armrest. Some minty fresh restored armrest. These are OEM, nice and hard armrest pads that I've had laying around for years. Same thing there. Anytime I'm at a junkyard or something like that, I grab those if I can find them. So over to this gasket right here. This the top one. This is a used OEM. Now granted, there is some wear from moving back and forth, so the opening is going to be wore out and a little bit bigger. I get that. Now if you see how small that hole is compared to the one on top, so what happens when you try to put this over top of the door lever itself, it gets in quite a bind, and it's just kind of a pain in the ass when you go to open the door. So I get a really nice fresh razor blade like this one. There's little angle areas right here. Now that might help to cut those first and maybe try to use it without cutting it, but normally I'll just cut the square a little bit bigger. I'll take about an eighth of an inch all the way around that gasket, and that normally solves the problem. So that's just kind of some tips and tricks for the day. So that's the progress on Field Snake. Let me know what y'all think. I think the car's turned out phenomenal. If you go back last year and see when I bought this car was a mess. There was nothing here. I've got a lot of time, a lot of hours in the car. I've had people bugging me about buying it. I don't have any plans on selling the car, but you know how that goes. Money talks, bullshit walks, I guess. But this car, I don't think I'm going to do another red car to this unless I get somebody that wants their own car built like this. But as far as for my personal collection, I don't have any passion to do another red one. I'm going to do a teal car and a black car and maybe another 93. We'll see how that works out. But yeah, if you got any questions on little tricks like this, tips, I'm more than happy to help you guys out. What I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and put the door panel on. I'll get that installed, and then I'll show y'all what it looks like. All right, so I got that other one installed. We'll look at it real quick. Show you a couple other things I put on the car. I did new power door lock actuators, new power window motors. Basically, this car, everything on the damn thing's brand new. So check it out. All right, so that's the passenger door panel. Woo-wee. Check out the door. Now, waiting on the covers for this and new switches. Everything works as it should. New power window motors. Watch this. Wham. Now, a lot of people ask me about the run channels that go inside the doors when they get those seated and their windows don't like to go up. I'll give you all another little tip trick on this one, and I won't charge you a dime. So where the mirror bolts up on the outside of the door, that run channel butts up against the door mirror. And there's a lot of material on these reproduction run channels. So when you tighten that door mirror down to the door frame, basically it squeezes it together. So what that does inside the run channel, it tightens up the gap for the window where it goes up and down. So if you got weak power window motors, my old motors worked fine. The passenger side did have a gear problem. It would shudder when you put it up and down, and when you put the motor down the first time, the motor would run and then it would catch. So that's telling you the gears are wore out. The driver's side worked really well. It was just a little slow, but I don't want my windows going out once my door panels are on, so I bought new ones. So I'll show you what I'm talking about on the run channels real quick. So right up in here, where the door mirror bolts up to the door frame, I'll normally cut the outside edge of the run channel off where it meets up to the door, flush with the body of the door frame itself, if you know what I'm talking about. I could have showed you guys that, I guess I should have, but Sometimes I get in a hurry building these cars because if you leave all this excess run channel material right here and tighten this door mirror up, it just squishes up into the door frame itself where the window seats. So when you go to put your window up, like this one goes up, see how nice and smooth it goes up? Nice and tight. Comes down no problem. Now also, I replaced the seals on top of the door panels. See how nice and limber these are? These are all brand new. And this one on the outside is also new. So everything on this car, like I said, this whole damn car is brand new. Oh, other door cup. So you got the nice gasket right here, trimmed out. Works really well. Goes back like it's supposed to. Watch these doors shut. Ooh, money. So when you reach inside, it should open super easy, just like that. If you got a tug on it, you got too much material there. So we walk around to the driver's side. Like I said, I did both motors. I said I'd have the door panels 100% done, but I'm waiting on switch covers. I'm a dummy and forgot to order them. Look how fast that thing goes up. And it ain't even running. So for people that talk about can't get my window to run up and down, trimming that channel will help a lot if you got old power window motors. But I'm going to recommend, if you've put in new run channels, just get new motors. They're not that expensive. I guess these are Dan Carpenter reproduction Ford tooling motors. Seem to work really well. I put these in Calypso Coupe and they worked really well. Like I said, door actuators. I've seen, I guess Infamous Project was bitching about power door lock actuators. I don't know where he's buying his from. These come fully assembled from LMR, so I'm not sure where he's getting his actuators from. I didn't have to put the ends or nothing on there, fully assembled. LMR doesn't make them, they get them from a company. I've had them in my Celine Coupe and my son's 93 silver car outside for 8 years. His still work fine. Never had a problem. Now once in a while I have gotten a bad one, but I've never had one that worked and then stopped working a week later. Now I will tell you, the window switches and lock buttons, they're hit or miss. I don't know what's up with those. I have had quite a those be bad and end up just using my original switches. The reason I buy those is because it's got the nice fresh arrows painted on them, and they just, the way this car's turning out, I want it to look like a new car. It's everything on it's redone or restored or brand new. So appreciate y'all watching the video. That's just some tricks, little tips I could give you guys. Oh, and don't urethane your quarter windows in. I seen him say that too. If you urethane your quarter windows, you ain't never getting them damn things out. You might get a window shop to come cut them out, but you need to use butyl, just like the factory did. Urethane's for windshields and front windshields only, and that's it. It's not for door molding, it's not for quarter glass. I understand people got different methods, but that's not the right method. So just don't urethane your quarter windows in. It's butyl, that's it. So if you need to get them back out or whatever, you can get them back out. That's it for today's video. It's just let you know the status on fieldsnake. Let me know what you think. I'll give you guys one more look. I think the damn thing's looking phenomenal. I'd have it outside, but it's raining right now. So, yeah. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed to the video or channel, please do so. If you have any questions or comments below, foxjunk73@gmail.com. And again, y'all have a good day.